This nose is the scourge of smugglers. Customs dog Uno is trained to sniff out very particular items.
This is what we call a specialized endangered species protection sniffer dog. He's trained to react to ivory, caviar, reptiles, birds, and parts of them, like skin and feathers.
The Frankfurt Airport Customs Office has trained 2 such dogs. Last year, the inspectors and their dogs caught more than 500 people trying to smuggle banned animals or animal parts into Germany. They found thousands of living animals, often crammed into suitcases.
I think it's just horrifying when I open up a suitcase and see how animals suffer during transport.
The reptile house at Frankfurt Zoo is home to many animals that survive such trips. Deputy Zoo Director Rudolf Wicke has to nurse some of them back to health. A few weeks ago, Customs brought 2 rare kinds of tortoise to the zoo. Usually the officers intercept single animals, but sometimes they find whole shipments.
1,200 large tarantulas from Mexico.
What did you do?
We were really worked up. They were all squeezed into really tiny cardboard boxes. We had to unpack them all.
The tarantulas were sent to zoos all over Europe. There's also a trade in boa constrictors. Small animals are often sent by mail, larger ones in suitcases or freight containers. Interpol says the worldwide illegal trade in endangered species is worth 10 billion euros a year. That's big business. A poison dart frog sells for up to 100 euros. Profits are almost as high as with smuggling drugs or arms. Live lizards are especially popular with buyers in Europe. Experts say the worst aspect of such smuggling is that it endangers entire ecosystems.
Our habitats are like huge jigsaw puzzles, and the more pieces I remove, the less stable it becomes. And this huge puzzle of life is biodiversity, whether in a rainforest or a coral reef. It's the same everywhere. The more I destroy in there, the more fragile the whole system becomes. And at some point it collapses.
At Frankfurt Airport, Customs Officer Guido Nickel checks the flight schedule for the next plane that might be carrying animal smugglers. More than 500 planes land here every day.
First I check the origins. Then I think about what endangered species might come from where. Sao Paulo, South America, parrots, reptiles, snakes.
And all this is already in storage. Dead animals as vacation souvenirs from South America or other parts of the world. People caught with stuffed lizards, ivory, or crocodile heads are slapped with fines of several hundred euros. The maximum penalty is 5 years in prison. And customs dog Uno, he can even smell caviar through a can.
This dog quite clearly has 2 tasks. One of them is catching smugglers. The other one is to warn and deter people from even trying it in the first place.
50 million passengers move through Frankfurt Airport every year. Up to 100,000 suitcases and bags are handled every day. The 2 dogs have their work cut out for them. The luggage from Sao Paulo has arrived. And to Uno's nose, this suitcase smells like endangered species. But this time it's just a dummy to train the dog.
When he successfully localizes a scent, he is rewarded with a bit of the scent as a toy. The scent is packaged in this bite-proof plastic tube. So now he gets to play with it.
No matter what, Uno always gets a reward. So he never loses interest in doing his part to protect biodiversity and to save the lives of smuggled animals.